Cost the state of Connecticut. Finding a straight answer to that question is tougher than you might think. News 8 political reporter Mike Cerulli has been looking into it. He joins us live from the state capitol. What'd you find out, Mike?
Yeah, good evening to you. And what I found was that across the aisle there is pretty much no consensus even on the premise of this question. And as for a specific dollar figure, well, let's just say no clear consensus there either.
We're also spending $1.3 billion a year on services for people who are here illegally.
$1.3 billion. That's a figure promoted by the Yankee Institute, a local think tank, which cites a 2023 study from another organization estimating the cost to taxpayers of illegal immigration in Connecticut. We asked Governor Ned Lamont if he thought that figure sounded accurate.
No, it sounds totally fanciful, but take a look at that and ask our guys to verify.
We decided to take a look. So we came to his office to ask his top budget officials if they had a total accounting of the amount of taxpayer dollars that go to those without legal status. The governor's budget office answered, saying no, it would take costly and time-consuming academic research to develop an accurate figure. They added, it should be noted that the study the Yankee Institute and others have cited did not contact the Office of Policy and Management for information. The lack of a firm number has frustrated many Republican lawmakers, especially State Senator Rob Sampson.
I've tried to get that information from the state government a few times myself, and basically the problem is a lot of it's not reported.
One number the Lamont administration did provide us is $20 million. That's the amount of money they spent on a state program that provides health care for undocumented children in the last fiscal year. One Democratic state senator strongly defended that program.
If you're asking me if a kid in my neighborhood who's battling cancer should be able to see a doctor when they're sick, absolutely.
But Sampson said the program is an example of what he sees as a pattern of state policies that attract more residents without legal status. Sampson is pushing a bill that would require citizenship or lawful residency to receive any welfare services.
My concern is not with the undocumented population per se. It's with the Democrats in power who continue to entice people to come to our state who are not lawful citizens at the expense of our tax-paying, neighbors.
Senator Lesser responded,
I've seen no evidence of that.
The biggest estimated cost of illegal immigration in the study cited by the Yankee Institute is more than $600 million spent on education. That estimate is based on an additional estimate of the size of Connecticut's population of people without legal status. We asked the Lamont administration if they had their own figures. They replied, no, school districts do not ask about immigration or citizenship status when students enroll in public schools. Lesser noted that whatever that number is, federal law and legal precedent generally protect the rights of all children to access public education.
That's what the U.S. Supreme Court said in the early 80s.
Sampson said he's not trying to supersede federal law or deny any child public education.
My bill is the start of a conversation about reversing the incentives to come to Connecticut as an undocumented immigrant. That's what needs to happen.
So in our efforts to pin down an exact number, we also reached out to the State Department of Corrections for some specifics related to the costs of inmates who are in the country illegally. We have not heard back from them as of 5 o'clock on Friday, though we'll continue digging around for some more specifics. Reporting live at the State Capitol tonight, I'm Mike Cerulli, News 8.